Hello guys, it's your host Ronnie coming to you with another video, another geology lecture, the next video in our Geology 101 series, talking about the 4 very basic geological concepts that everybody has to understand for geology success. So, the first one is Uniformitarianism. And Uniformitarianism can be summed up in one phrase. The present is the key to the past. Muffler boy. Like, let me show you an example of a process that's going on right now. You see that river flowing and just making all this sediment right here on the inside of the slow moving part of a river? We're going to discuss that in the next video. Can't we assume that, you know, if a river was flowing a million years ago, that it was also depositing sediment on the inside of its curve, just as this river is doing right now? Like, that's the basic concept. Or that if we have granite forming below modern volcanoes like Mount St. Helens, can't we assume that, you know, if you have a granite basilisk, that there's a probability that there was a volcano above it? Like, it's just basic concept. Our second concept is law of superposition. So it's like, if you see a section of rock layers, the youngest is on the top, and the oldest is on the bottom. Like, let me take you through an example. Yeah, this is going to be a little bit. Can't you, people talking by the way, it's like if you have the rocks at the bottom, right where my finger is, that's the oldest rock layer of this section. And the rocks like right here that are on the top, that's the youngest rock layer of this section. Like, it's just basic. Like, you know, the stuff at the bottom tends to be the oldest. Like, let's say you lay down a book, and you lay down a book on top, another book on top of it. Like, aren't you gonna assume that the book on the bottom was laid down first? Yeah. And the book on the top was laid down second or last? Yeah, it's the same thing with rock layers. The rock layer on the bottom is the oldest. The rock layer on the bottom, on the top, is the youngest. So it's like, it's basic logic. I mean, everybody can assume this. Our second concept is that all rock layers, when they first formed, are originally flat. Like, let me show you something here. Like, you guys can see the sand at the bottom of the river. Like, that's gonna be a layer, and it's forming right now. And what is it? It's flat. It's a flat rock layer. When rock layers first formed, like right here, they're originally flat, or mostly flat. And if you see rock layers that are like this, that means a tectonic event happened to move those rock layers. And we will discuss tectonic events later on in the series. Much little boy. Our fourth geological concept is that the rule of cross-cutting relations. So let's see right here. So if you have a rock layer that is interrupted by a different rock layer, that different rock layer is younger than the original rock layer. So let me rephrase it this way. So let's say you have a layer of sandstone right here, and there's a genetic intrusion that interrupts the sandstone. The law of cross-cutting relations says the granitic intrusion is younger than the sandstone. Or if you have a fault interrupting the layer of sandstone, the fault is younger than the sandstone. Now if there's a rock layer above the faulted sandstone, and that rock layer is also not faulted, that means that rock layer is younger than the fault. The fault is younger than the sandstone, and the sandstone is older than both the fault and the younger layer. Let me show you an example of cross-cutting relations. Because that rock that is in the middle of your screen, it should be in the middle of your screen, is a metamorphic rock that has granitic clasts in it. Clasts meaning intrusions or inclusions of other rock. And you can see how the granite intrudes the black metamorphic rocks, right? Well, the law of superposition would say, no, the law of cross-cutting relations would definitely say that the metamorphic rock is older than the granite rock, and the granite rock is younger than the metamorphic rock. All because the granite cuts across the metamorphic rock. I hope you guys really understand this. I think I presented it to you correctly. Now, I am no geology major. I'm basically a geology fan that understands the basic concepts. Now, our next video is going to be on river processes. So we're going to be looking at this river and discussing what's going on. Like what's going on here at this river. And that's all I have for you guys. If you guys have a video request or a comment or a message, you know where to message me on my Instagram, the Ronnie McSavage80 with an underscore in between the Mick and the Savage. And that's all I have for you. Have a wonderful day. This is